guys, welcome to Bastion Time. I am your host Bastion, this is Nintendo News, and as I was explaining in yesterday's video, this is going to be a mega-sized, super-sized video covering basically all of last week's Nintendo news to get it out of the way in preparation for Nintendo's presentation tomorrow. Today is Monday, of course. Tomorrow is Tuesday, and Nintendo's presentation airs 9 a.m. Pacific time. I'll be watching it just like you are on my laptop, even though I will be at E3, possibly actually at the convention center at that same time. So it's just very interesting how this all works out these days. It's quite a bit different than years past, where I would be sitting down watching it live while you guys are watching it streaming, but I'm fine with it this way too. But anyways, let's get to last week's news. The biggest thing is a possible leak for E3. We'll find out whether this is true or not tomorrow. In fact, we might even find out whether it's true or not today if we get more leaks. But Mario Maker. Now this photo looks pretty legit. It can be faked, but from being at E3 before and knowing exactly the floor plan of where Nintendo's area is, this is the same place as it was last year, which is true to the map of this year. They're in the exact same place, so it would make sense. Everything matches up correctly. It's still possible that somebody just took an existing postery thing and painted this over the top of it and did a really good job. I'm leaning towards not. I'm leaning towards this is probably legit. And it makes sense, because if you have not heard of Super Mario Bros. X, it was this website that allowed you to download this program so you could create your own Mario games, retro-style 2D Mario games, and then upload those, and there were a lot of really good ones out there, a lot of top-quality ones. There were a lot of terrible ones, horrible ones, but there were like 2 or 3 that were actually really good, and Nintendo shut it down. Nintendo took a step and said, no, please shut this whole website down. So that doesn't exist anymore. You can only find that Super Mario Bros. X on like other sites and kind of sketchy scenarios. So it would make sense that that they would shut that down, and that was just like a year or 2 ago, if they were preparing for this. And so I'm leaning towards this is probably legit. Could be very fun. I can't imagine I would be very good at making a Mario game, despite my childhood dreams of how awesome it would be to make my own Mario game. Mine probably wouldn't be as good as like the really good ones, so it might be fun to fool around with, but I'm not super excited about it. And my guess is that it's going to be for the Wii U, because in the image it looks like it's in the Wii U area, because we have the Wii U's gamepad and whatnot. And so I feel like it would be better suited to the 3DS. Like, wouldn't it be cool if you could like street pass somebody and then get their Mario games just like instantly? Or I guess actually you couldn't really transfer that much data instantly, but you know, it just feels like it would be more suited maybe to the 3DS, but it'll probably be fine on the Wii U as well. So Mario Maker probably happening. The other big news about E3 is that Iwata himself is not attending, which is kind of sad. You might remember my story I told you guys last year about how I literally bumped into Iwata and he was very nice. He's a big staple of, he's the president of Nintendo. He's not attending due to health issues, which is very unfortunate, so we hope that he gets well soon, but we're sorry that he's not going to be at E3. So that's going to shake things up. I mean, I wonder how late into the game that decision came about. Usually they're planning E3, you know, this is what Iwata is going to talk about and so on, so now like all of those plans have been shifted around, and it'll be interesting to see how that pans out. Yikes. But anyways, we wish Iwata good health soon. The other big story is that Twitch uploaded their schedule for coverage for E3, and they listed 2 unannounced Nintendo titles, and we only knew about 1, and so everybody was like, oh my gosh, what is this second one that they're talking about on Twitch? And then Twitch revised their schedule, and now it only lists one unannounced Nintendo title. So, I mean, there will be many unannounced Nintendo titles revealed at E3, but specifically these big ones that Twitch was going to cover as a special show, focusing on that particular one. So, we still don't know, of course, what this unannounced Nintendo title is. The universe out there seems to be saying a Metroid for 3DS. I think it's Majora's Mask 3D. We'll have to wait and see which way it goes. There are reports coming in that there's a glitch in Mario Kart 8 that is breaking Wii U's, which would be terrible. If you want to read through this complicated list of things and find out what to avoid, a good idea if you've got Mario Kart 8, there is a link for you down below. Club Nintendo is still struggling due to high traffic. Now, a lot of you know that when you get Mario Kart 8, you then also get a free game, one of these 4 free games. So everybody has been going to Club Nintendo to try to get their free game. Club Nintendo was not prepared for that much traffic, so it's not usable for anybody, basically. So eventually when the traffic dies down, you'll be able to get your free game, but it's still pretty tricky right now. Anyways, that's it for this episode of Nintendo News. See you guys tomorrow for E3 stuff. I will be at E3 tomorrow. Well, actually, really, not to burst the illusion here, I'm at E3 right now. I recorded this video a couple days earlier. So there will be, on this channel tomorrow, there will be, throughout the day, I will be uploading footage of demos from various Nintendo first-party games. Also, let me know in the comments if there are any third-party Wii U or 3DS games you want me to grab footage of. And then also, at some point tomorrow night, I'll have a Nintendo News video that sort of recaps all the new stuff that we learned. So yeah, stay tuned. See you guys tomorrow. Bye.